Hello and welcome to the YouTube channel. First off, a quick recap of the La Vuelta, the past couple of days. Just following on from what I said about the third week and looking after yourself and health and hygiene and things like that. Did anyone notice after the time trial, Chris Froome was just fist pumping everyone? He wasn't giving out hugs, and I didn't think much of it at the time. But then I watched the highlights, and they said it was. He was doing it because it was more healthy, so he wasn't giving unhealthy hugs to the soigneurs and helpers. So put a bit of a smile on my face. It just reiterates everything I was saying, that the third week of the tour, it is all down to keeping yourself fit and healthy, and it just shows that that's what Team Sky are doing, and they're winning the race. Today's topic, you can see the paper in front of me, has been a decent amount of research. And something I haven't really done a lot of work on before, so I had to look into it. My mate Jess is going to love this. It's kind of spurred on by him. Today's topic is about vegetarians and vegans, so I will do my best. Any questions, please fire them across on YouTube. I'll try and answer them the best I can. Basically what I try to do is, what foods would a vegan and vegetarian need to obtain the same nutritional value as the diet that I'm on at the moment. So what I've got here is, I've just started off with the top 49 foods of protein source that you can use. We got a mix of soybean right at the top, and then right down the bottom we got Greek yogurt. Now there's some stuff on there that vegetarians will probably go for. There's stuff on there that the vegans won't go for. Eggs are on here. Greek yogurt, I presume they wouldn't go for that. Some of the cheeses, or most of the cheeses, I presume. Egg noodles. What else is that? So there's bits and pieces on here. So sorry for you vegans, but hopefully there's enough on here that you can pick out some ideas for foods later down the line. What I've done, annoyingly I wouldn't print it off on single page unless I printed it really, really small, so I've had to print it on various pages. I will somehow try to figure out how to get this onto the net, whether I just take photos of this or take some screenshots and stick it on my Instagram. I will probably do that, so just keep your eyes open for that, and I'll let you know on these videos. What I'll do here for you now is I'll just scroll up and down the page so that you can see it. What we've done on the left hand side, so you can see we've got the actual food itself. We've given it how much protein in grams per 100, and as you can see we work our way right down. So we start at 36.5 at the top, and we go down to what's that, down to 10. And then what I've done then also is I've gone across and I've just given you a little description of what it does, and then my opinion, and then a real simple thumbs up or thumbs down, or if you need to, it's okay, but you need it in small portions. There's only one that it's a bit of a yes and no, and that is whole grain bread. Basically you'll see on there, I'm not a big fan of bread, but it's not bad as far as bread goes. So I'll happily do this for you guys as well. So if you want to pause the video, you can scroll through, zoom in on bits and pieces, just over the 3 pages. So there's the second one, and there's your third one. But what I'll do is, like I said, I'll try and get it on the net for you. The long and short of it, vegan, vegetarians, you can get your protein in. I would be very selective. What you've got to be really, really conscious of and read the labels of is the carb count. There's a lot of items on here which are heavy in carbs and or heavy in calories. Generally, cheeses, we've got lots on here: Parmesan, Gruyere, Swiss, cheddar. There's a lot on there. Camembert. I mean, people put these on. Feta. Cottage cheese, we'll come back to that. Ricotta. Generally, cheese, I would just say, just avoid it like the plague. It's so calorific, and the fat content is very, very high. Although Parmesan comes at the second there, 35.9 grams of protein per 100. The calories and the fat that are in there is way too high. The portion size you'd have would just be like half a mouthful. So just avoid it. There's much better things on the list here. There are substitutes on here. Some of them I'm not really too familiar with. Seitan, the best meat substitute, but high in wheat gluten. So again, it's got a good decent protein in there, but just watch out for your wheat and your gluten tolerances. So yeah, what you're having to do here is you don't just go straight for the protein. You've got to weigh up the carbs, fats, and calorie count. And then you've got lots of cheeses, lots of seeds, and nuts. Again, hemp seed, pumpkin seed. We got almonds, peanuts, peanut butters, flaxseed, cashews. Really, really good. All very, very good. But like I've put in the columns down here, just in small portions. Seeds and nuts and stuff are fantastic. You do get great protein. You get a lot of omega-3s, omega-6, high in magnesium, zinc, that kind of thing. Some of them nutritionally right up there. But you've got to have them in very small portions. We're talking like 20 or 30 grams. Maybe once, twice a day, 3 times at a push. So that's, if you've ever weighed out 20 grams of peanuts, it's not many. So just be very careful of portion control, all of this. Beans are really a big hit on here. Lentils, green peas, navy beans, black beans, lima beans, chickpeas. What else we got on there? Chia seeds. Yeah, so there's again those they get a thumbs up because they are high in fibre, and then you can have a look at some of them are lower in fat and lower in cholesterol and lower in calories. But generally, that's kind of like your veg side of it. So you're getting lots of fibre in there. You get loads of fibre in this diet, but just be careful again. Some have got a lower fat than others, and some have got a lower calorie count than others. What else we got on here? Again, there's corns on here. Protein source from vegetables, that's good. High in fibre, low in fat. Just read the carb count. Cool. There's carbs on here. What do we got? Couscous, buckwheat, whole grain bread, oats, quinoa, whole wheat pasta, egg noodles, wild rice. It's on there. They're quite low, so that's in the lower half here for the protein count. But they're a good source of carbs. If I had to just pick one and keep it nice and simple, I would say wild rice, because it's got a much better protein count. So we go twice as much protein, 4 times the amount of fibre, 25% less carbs than long grain white rice. So twice as much protein, that's the big one. 4 times the amount of fibre, superb. So I would probably look to. So you still want to, when you're putting your meals together, you want protein, carbs, and fats. Protein on here, I would be tempted to go with seitan. It does seem to come up pretty high up on the amount of protein you're getting, and it reads really well. Carbs, I would certainly look at wild rice, because rice you get the added protein in there as well, and then the carb count and the fat and the way it digests is brilliant. I would probably avoid the pastas and the whole grain bread, couscous, buckwheat, or that. It's not great. Fats, I would peanut butters, almonds, flaxseed. Big fan of flaxseed. If you want to learn more about that, have a look at Udo's Choice. Been around for years. That guy knows what he's talking about. High in omega-3s, high in omega-6. Again, magnesium, zinc. Good for your skin, good for your well-being. It also helps with fat loss and your general health, which is brilliant. So yeah, that would be your carbs, protein, carbs, and fats. I would go with that. And then just on top of that, like I'm eating a lot of green veg, I would probably pick something along the lines of the lentils. Let's just have another read of that. Yeah, so look, there you go. Lentils, cholesterol free, high in fibre, low in fat, low in sodium. Perfect. Green peas, again, to me it's a bit of a superfood. In fact, choose green peas over lentils. So I would have Seaton, wild rice, peanut butter, green peas. That will be my stable diet. You can throw in there as well your oats for training days before, and the Greek yogurt. I mean, again, the vegans, vegetarians. My favourite meal before bed is the you could have a Greek yogurt with a scoop of like a strawberry vegan protein. Lots of reputable brands do it. I know that Reflex have recently changed the flavour of their strawberry one to actually it tastes really, really good. So you have your Greek yogurt, your strawberry vegan protein, your peanut butter, which has to be 100% butter, no palm oil, don't get the cheap muck, and your blueberries, and you've got yourself your bedtime snack, and that is like a superfood. So you can do it. You can do it. There's no fruit on here because we were just looking at protein counts. But fruit, like we'll go back to what we said before, oranges are really good, and anything berries. I eat an orange every day, and I have a large portion of blackberries. Strawberries, raspberries, blueberries, any berries, top of the list. And your oranges. Avoid your bananas, grapes, apples, etc. They're just too sugary. We're looking at a nice healthy diet. It's going to give you a nice lean look and help you manage your weight. So it is possible for you, Veggy. I do feel for you guys. There's quite a lot of thought has to go into your meals, and now having spent a bit of time on this and looked into it, hat off to you guys, because there's quite a bit of thought you guys have to go into. I've also researched all the supplements that I'm using and bits that are available. Again, so maybe a vegan would go with an egg white protein. Brilliant. Again, there's only a handful of brands that do that, Reflex being one of them. Sorry I keep promoting them, but they do a very good egg white protein. You can buy egg whites on their own so you can drink them, but if you wanted a nice flavoured powder for post-workout shakes, there are some brands that do vegan proteins. Again, check the carb count on them, because some of them do a mixture of a pea protein with rice, so you're getting quite a bit of carbs in there. Some throw in some hemp, etc., bits and pieces like that. So again, dare I say it, Reflex do a vegan protein, and it is 100% pea protein. When you look at it, to me, I would say that's probably the best one you can get, because you can then regulate how many carbs you're having. But then you look at amino acids, which come in a capsule, and it says on the packet not suitable for vegetarians, which I assume is the gelatin capsule that they come in. BCAA powders that I use in my bottles, not for vegetarian use. Obviously all the proteins I use are all milk based, so vegans are going to be out for that. What else did we look at in there? A lot of the capsules for the multivitamins and vitamin D, etc., etc. Any capsule, you just need to check out what the casing's made of, things like that, so that just to make sure it's vegetarian, vegan approved. But what I've looked at today, I feel sorry for you guys, because there's a lot there that's not suitable for vegetarians. So I'm sure you guys have been through this source, you've had to look at this all for yourselves, but just hopefully this gives you a couple of extra ideas and a little bit more of a structure of how you're going to look at your diet to make sure you're getting enough protein every day throughout the day, little bits of carbs when you need it, before and after training, and then a decent amount of fats as well throughout the day, and you can put together a nice healthy diet similar to what I'm on at the moment to try and get some weight loss and get a really nice lean look. Any questions and stuff, please fire it across. I'm happy to try and answer them for you. If you need help putting a diet together, then again send us a message. Be more than happy to talk to you. Hopefully we can get something going for you guys. Fairly new subject for me, so yeah, any questions, any queries, please send them across. Happily do a follow-up video. Hopefully that's got a decent amount of interest in there for you guys, that you can go away and lead a healthier life. Thanks for watching.